Hey Scruffy, how you doing? Kind of quiet tonight, huh? So I have a fresh can of cat food. It's the Super Supper. I tried pouring the grease into the bowl, but it didn't come out. I think it's too cold in the house. The grease froze over, turned into gelatin. Okay, well, I'll bring it out. And I didn't bring out your water today because I saw you sleeping on the chair. So I'll grab water now. Water in the food on the table, grab the glove, and sit in the chair. I need the brush a little bit. Yeah, it scared him when I moved the brush. It's way out there now. Okay, I think he's settling in. Yeah, he's really jittery about the brush recently. I don't know why. Nothing bad happened. We've been doing the brush for over a year now. I know he's never really liked the brush, but he's never been this jittery. Well, I wouldn't say never, but he hasn't been this jittery in a long time. So, I got up too early today, or I went to sleep too late last night. Probably both. So I've been drowsy all day. Had things I needed to do. But, feels like I got nothing done again. I decided to go for a walk a little earlier, and I went for a longer walk just because I was having trouble with my sleepiness, so I thought maybe a walk would help. I ran yesterday, so I didn't want to run again. But I did a power walk-ish type thing, or speed walk type thing today, so probably not much of a rest. So tomorrow I might have to take a full rest day. I'll see how I feel, or I'll have to do stick the pull-ups or something tomorrow. I used my new pair of shoes though, try to break them in further. So I brought my camera today, but yeah, didn't really see much, so figures. So I have noticed, I didn't film any, but I noticed either crows or ravens in the fields recently. I always have trouble figuring out if it's a crow or a raven. Because when I look at the birds, so I know crows are smaller than ravens, or ravens are larger than crows. But when I look at these birds, I always think, well, it's kind of in between. It looks too big to be a crow, but too small to be a raven. So I don't know which it is. So my sense of scale is probably off. So I don't have a good sense of how big a crow is supposed to be, or how big a raven is supposed to be. But yeah, whatever the case, yeah, I've been noticing there's been a flock, or I guess call them murders of crows, or murder, I guess, or are they still murders when they're ravens? But yeah, I've been seeing them hanging out in the trees and the fields a lot in the past week or so. It's like Scruffy's fur is coming out there. So maybe he's going to shed that piece sticking out. So maybe that's why he's dodging my brush. Maybe it's starting to come out and doesn't want me to mess with it with the brush. I think I just heard something next door. So I think the people moved out. So there's been a lot of activity the past month, moving U-Haul trucks and vans and stuff left on the curb for trash pickup, and a lot of noise recently until about a week ago, and then it's been kind of quiet. But I noticed there was a truck parked in the front of the house today, but I'm wondering if it's like the maintenance company or whatever getting it ready to be rented again or sold possibly. I don't think the owner is going to sell, so could be possible. But yeah, so last day I'm still under the impression she went back to Japan. That's where she's from. But yeah, she moved to the U.S. quite a number of years ago, and I guess the house was well, she lived in it, but yeah, I guess it was also an investment. So my understanding is the Japanese real estate market really sucks. So they had that big housing super bubble and stock market bubble in the 80s. And I guess, the bubble was so big that I remember hearing different statistics. I think like a small stretch of land, like at the Imperial Palace in Japan was like worth more than the entire country of Australia or something ridiculous like that. It was the real estate prices just went through the moon, and the stock market went to the moon, and then finally it all collapsed. But it wasn't a quick collapse. It was a multi-decade collapse. So I think the stock market still has not recovered actually to this day. So I think it's starting to get close, but it's been 30 years, and the stock market still hasn't reached back to where it was in the 80s. It's starting to close in, I heard. But it's really bad. And the stock market, I think, went down for 20 years or something. So if you were buying a dip, you were really hosed. Because for 20 years, every time you bought the dip, you kept losing more money. And at a certain point, you might run out of money to buy the dip. And then real estate, kind of the same thing. I think real estate also continued to just go down for 20 to 30 years. I think it finally bottomed, but it's not really appreciated So what's funny is I know people talk about how expensive Japanese real estate is, and when I went over there for a trip, and I asked some people about it, and actually saw some houses in Tokyo, and compared to major cities here in the U.S., Tokyo didn't seem that expensive. I mean, worldwide, it's not cheap. It's up there, but compared to like New York and San Francisco, Tokyo's cheap. Okay, I think Scruffy's ready, huh? Ready for your food? Are you getting into the final neck pets here? Okay, let's get your food. Quiet tonight. Okay, there's your food. I'm gonna grab the brush. And I'm gonna try to go easy on you. I barely even grazed him that time. Nothing hungry? So I'm gonna do his other side now. Wow, you're hissy. So I'm gonna have to finish this. Quite a little closer to me. Wow, he really hits the brush tonight. Not sure why you hate the brush so much. Want to sniff it? Make friends with it? Food's not that good? So I'm almost done. So yeah, I'm barely brushing him. I'm probably not even brushing him. I'm just like touching the brush to his fur very lightly, just to see how he's going to react. So I don't know why he's so jumpy. Okay. Okay, I'm done. I'm not going to press the issue anymore. So let's see. Yeah, I got some footage of Scruffy today. I don't remember most of it, so it's been one of those days. So I think I saw him this morning early. It was cold, but it was sunny, so he's on the rocks, I think. I think it was pretty cold last night. It was it was really cold in the house this morning, and I know I was cold sleeping last night. Then let's see, later on, I think I saw him on the table sleeping. Yeah, I don't think I saw him making biscuits or anything today. So he just was lying on the comforter. So once again, he was not using the thermal blanket. Seems like the white comforter, though. Actually surprised he doesn't go under the blanket, or I've seen him, yeah, I think one time he wrapped himself in the comforter. And then I think one time he was in the box with the blue blanket, and I think he scrunched up the blanket so he was kind of under it. But most of the time, yeah, he doesn't go under the blankets. So I'm guessing, yeah, his fur keeps him warm. And then, let's see, yeah, I saw him on the chair throughout the afternoon. I was actually going to come out to bring out his water at one point, because I didn't see him on the chair. And then by the time I got the water ready and was about to come out, I checked one more time, and I think he was on the chair. Or he was on the chair, and I'm guessing he may have just gotten back on. Because I looked, and he wasn't there initially. And I thought I double-checked, because I've been having this problem the past couple of days where I thought he wasn't on the chair, and then he was on the chair. So I actually partly opened the curtain, and then I saw him. But I think, yeah, he was up against the back of the chair. I think was obstructing line of sight with the door, so I don't think he saw me. And so I just closed the curtain back again, so I wouldn't scare him. Scruffy's almost done. He ate pretty fast tonight. Guess he doesn't like the brush. Let's get out of here. Drink his water. So I might move the balls. I see some smears of pate. But I want to see if he'll drink the water first. Yep. Okay, I'm going to move the balls. See what it does. Okay, next Scruffy is not going to come back. Yeah, he's jumpy. Okay, folks, I think I'm just going to wrap it up here. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.